Well, mates, you've made it to the very last episode of the 3 Australian wildlife preserve workers named Emily, Taylor, and Jack. I told you on the first day that we need a better name, and I think we better think of one by the end of this episode. We've had an incredible time together, haven't we? We've seen Emily feed the shrimp, we've seen Jack throw a banana, and in the last episode, we even saw Taylor drink some water. Well, tonight's a special one because Emily has a wheelbarrow. Let's see what she's going to do with it.
Okay, team, the guests have gone for the day, but we have about an hour of work to do before we get to go home.
You've almost made it through your first day. I think I can manage.
To make closing time move a little faster, Jack, I think I'll usually have our set duties each day. So now we'll add you into the mix and we can go home even faster.
Okay, just tell me what my job is. Taylor, you okay?
I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
For Emily.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have missed something. What was it you needed me to do?
No, not that. I'm waiting for you to hit me with some big spiritual application to assign the jobs.
Well, I was going to volunteer to take out the trash.
Oh, well, no. That's Jack's job, so God didn't make everyone for a reason.
Actually, you're right. God did create everyone with a purpose. In His family, each person has a job to do.
Yep.
Just like us. And we have our own jobs and do them just as we need. Just like here at the preserve.
How do you know everyone has a purpose? What if only some people get a special job to do?
It's like our bodies. We need all the parts God gave us to work together. If we only had eyes, we couldn't taste. If we only had feet, how would we pick up things? Each part serves a different purpose, but each part is important to the body.
Emily, you have a way of explaining things that honestly make sense.
The Bible tells us that everyone in God's family has a purpose. We are God's workmanship, created to do good things for Him. God created us in His image with great care. So wouldn't it make sense that God has given those who are His children a plan and a purpose?
Emily, you have a way of explaining things that honestly make sense.
Wait a minute. I've been telling you the same things about God for the last couple years.
Well, it's not your fault that Emily explains things better than you do.
Well, obviously.
Apparently, that's the way God made her. He created her to know exactly what to say to get through to me. And I'm glad His plan was to put her here with us. Okay, well, let's get these jobs done so we can go home.
Just tell me what my job is.
Wow, Taylor finally recognizes that God has a plan. And God's plan involved Emily telling Taylor about God. Do you have someone in your life that you can share the good news about Jesus with? If you do, be sure to tell them. You can be like Emily at school and in your home. Who knows, maybe you'll end up on a future episode of the 3 Australian wildlife preserve workers named... Wait. I forgot we have to change the name. What should we call it? I know. Join us another time for another episode of the show with 3 Australian wildlife preservers, where 2 of them tell the other one about Jesus, and it's all intended to help you tell your own friends and family about Jesus. Aw, man, I made that title longer, didn't I?